back with ANC Landscaping on Maiden. I got Daisy over there, the big dog. But so I noticed yesterday I said something about the 2007 Sequoia, and I thought I'd just show you a couple things about it and a little bit of what we did so far to her. So right here, this was the terminal that was bad. This was all fraying, and this was, you could just really pull it out. So me and him, we redid this and put this back on, and she starts up. I just moved her out. But so in here, you can see the belt. That's a new belt, and then we tore this all apart in here and got back into here. There's a water pump in the back, and then there's another belt back there that we replaced. We replaced the oil in that, and then the radiator, we got new fluids and stuff, and we just put that in with the old radiator. And then when we were draining some fluid, we were supposed to pull the hoses on the radiator, or these different fluids could mix and could just mess up the whole motor and blow it up. So we wanted to be safe than sorry, so we just replaced the radiator and then put the fluids in and that, put new coolant in that. Daisy, oh, never mind. But we did that, and then the two brake lines over here, this is where your brake lines all are. All your brake lines running off of the thing. But these two front brake lines, they blew. And this side was first one that blew. We replaced this side. And then I pulled it out of the garage a little while ago, because we were working on it. And then that side, that blew, and I figured that out. But then these right here, if you can see, these just right here, those is where your spark plugs. We put the new seals all around the outside of this, and then put the new spark plugs and that, and the different seals in around there. But we did that when we had all this off. Another new air filter. But yeah, it's a V8 4.7 liter. But yeah, so like I said, that was just that. I'll start her up for you guys. That's what she sounds like, but she's a little cold because she sat for a little bit. She just needs a chance to warm up, but she's a lot lower in RPM. We're rolling about a little over 1 RPM right now, or 1,000 RPM. But show you that real quick. Just showing her a little bit over 1,000 RPM. But yeah. Yep, 182,682 to be exact. But yep, it's got park, reverse, neutral drive, third and second gear, and all this works. The heated seats work and all that. The mirrors and that adjust, and got all that. But then here's the sunroof, or the moonroof, that opens up. But there was that, and then here's the glove box. Swag ice stuff in there. Yeah, I just bought this for it too. It's just for your key and that. But and then here's the back. Here's where if you want to roll back down your back window. There's that. But when I tried to roll down the back window, it wouldn't roll down. The motor was just like locked up in it, and I looked up some videos and they made me tear it apart and that, and I did that, but then that wasn't it. And then I looked up this other guy, and this other guy just took a small hammer, tapped the motor itself, and it broke it free and just rolled right down. Hold that again. But yeah, so there was that. But the brake lines, they're just right under here. This is the brake line right back here normally for this Sequoia. It's right there, just on the other side of that, on both sides. But yeah, so that was the Sequoia. And how I said we were doing the paint, you can just see how it's starting to come off here, up the side right there. But yeah, the hood was real bad, so we were replacing that, different headlights and that, and yeah, so there was that stuff. And if you follow me over here to the passenger side, I pulled the seats all out, the driver and passenger seat, cleaned up all under that and that. But it has JBL speakers. Some things work amazing. But she's gonna be pretty sweet. We got all that, and the seats move and adjust, and that works, and yeah. But, and then you got the back seat. Back seat, you got just an ashtray. We don't smoke. But then we got the climate control, the 2 cup holders, different pockets. Same thing on the other side. You got that pocket there too. Windows all rolled down. Then this is just an armrest. But, and then there's that. And then, I'll show you how I'll do. Come right here on. I think this is the seat. Yep, this is the seat. So if you just trip this, you gotta like. Oh wait, one sec. You gotta be quick with it, and then that will trip the whole seat to come up. The other side, it has. I'll show you when we get over there, but it's a lot easier for it to open up. But just the rear seats, it has 2 in the back, and then it's got the 2 cup holders on both sides with some space compartment back there. Got the AC and heat up there and that. But, and then under here you got your jack and your lug nuts and that. But that's the passenger side. And you just push that right back. So there was that. But then this is the trunk. The seats are removable. I have the spare tire in here because we have to redo the frame underneath, and we're just waiting to do that. But this is just the rear. But yeah, I cleaned this out. These seats you can pull right out, but yeah, and then these seat belts, they'll just come down, and that. Actually, it's a 3-seater in the back. My bad, not a 2. So you have 2 in the front, 3 in the middle, and 3 in the back. So that's an 8-seater. But yeah, so like I said, the frame I showed you in that one video, but I'll show you again if you didn't see that video. The frame is bad right there, right under there, and that's about the only part was the rear frame was bad. But yeah, so there was that. And then if you ever, just while I remember, if you want to open your gas cap, you come up here, and right here below your seat, you pull that, and then your gas cap opens up. So, and that just opens that up, and then if you want to close it, you just push her, and then she's locked, and nobody can steal your gas. But there was that, and then here's the passenger side, or the driver's side back seat, just the same stuff. And then you want to child lock your doors, just still right there, normally on every vehicle. Still got that ashtray in that. Yeah, but we did that stuff, and I'm trying to think of all what we did. No, Days, no, come here. But yeah, so I took the running boards off. I'll show you some photos what it looked like before we started doing stuff on this. But I took the running boards off and made it look a whole different. I mean, it looks so much better without them. But yeah, so the running boards were gone. Aired up the tires. Them tires held air perfectly. Yeah, even the spare. But he just got new tires and that, and then the starter went out, he said, but it was just a terminal. And but the tires still have some good traction. We're gonna get different rims and tires. We're gonna keep these for the winter or whatever, if we're towing something heavy maybe. But different things like that. The last time I was inspected was 22 of 2000. So we'll see where this really takes us. It's an SR5. Should be different. See where this all takes us in the future. But I'm Aiden.